Hey guys, I thank God for each and every one of you guys that have subscribed to my channel.
Hey guys, let's get started with another delicious pound cake. So as you can see, we are adding in 2.5 sticks of butter. After we add in the butter, then we're going to add in 3 tablespoons of shortening. So I'm using unsalted butter, of course, and shortening, the baking shortening. So we're going to blend this for maybe about 1 to 2 minutes, depending on how soft your butter is. And then we're going to go ahead and add in our sugar. So we're adding in 3 cups of sugar. It doesn't matter of the brand that you use. Totally up to you which type of sugar you would like. So once we add in the sugar, we're going to allow this to blend for at least 10 minutes on medium high. Depending on the blender hand mixer you may be using, just make sure that your batter is fluffy. It's going to be a little lighter than what it was when you started out. And after that, we'll go into the next step. Stay tuned, guys. And don't forget to subscribe. Alright, so now that we've blended the cake for about 10 minutes, and as you can see we have fluffiness, we're adding in some sour cream. So I'm going to add in about a cup of sour cream. I'm doing it in half, so it may look like I'm adding more than a cup, but it's just 1 cup. So now we're going to blend this for maybe 1 to 2 minutes just to make sure that it's properly blended together, and then we're going to add in our eggs. So I'm speeding the video up a little bit, so it may seem like I'm adding everything back to back, but technically I'm not. We're going to add in 1 egg at a time. As you can see, I always like to break my eggs prior into a bowl, because that way you'll get to see what type of eggs you're using. Make sure there's no issues with any of the eggs prior to just dumping them into the cake mix, which that can cause a disaster, of course, if you don't know how your eggs are. So anyway, we're going to continue to add these one at a time. After we finish that, then we'll go on to the next step. Okay, so we have blended the eggs, and make sure that in between the ingredients that you're scraping the bowl down a bit, just to make sure everything is incorporated together. So now we are going to add in our flavor. I'm adding in vanilla flavor. I would say about 2 to 3 teaspoons, because usually I'll add in some other flavor with it, but this time I'm just doing vanilla. So let's go ahead and now add in our flour mixture. We're going to rotate that with the coffee that I made. I got about a cup of coffee. Just make sure that it's not too hot. It can be warm, but make sure it's not too hot, at least room temperature. So anyway, so we're going to blend these two together, and I'll be right back with you guys. Okay, now that everything is well incorporated, we're going to go ahead and take off the attachment and try to clean everything up. Make sure all of the flour is blended in together. And we're going to go ahead and put it in our pan. So I have a bundt cake pan, and of course, because of the size of the bundt cake pan, I'm going to also use a loaf pan. So I'm going to put as much as I can in this one. As you can see, just kind of like turn it around. You guys know how to do this part. Of course, I pre-sprayed it before putting the batter into this pan. Once I do that, I'm going to cook them both on 325 for about 1 hour and 15 minutes. Depending on your oven, it may be 1 hour and 20 minutes, but you don't want to overcook it. Make sure you use a toothpick. You can use a fork or even a knife. Just stick it in the middle of the cake just to make sure that there's no batter sticking to it. And if it comes out clean, it's time to take it out. As you can see, this cake is beautiful. So we're going to let this cool for about, I would say, 10-15 minutes. Then we'll take it out of the pans. Now, as you can see, I am adding some chocolate ganache. Oh yes, it is so delicious. To this cake, I'm gonna add it to both of them, and then I'm gonna do some sprinkles as well. I would definitely encourage you to wait until the cake cools a little bit before adding the chocolate ganache. But that's totally up to you. If you can't wait and you want to devour it right away, then go right ahead. But it tastes better even when the cake is cool. So as you can see, now I am adding the sprinkles. Yes, why not take it up a notch? What would you guys add to this? Would you add anything else to it? Would you eat the cake plain? Tell me what you think in the comment section. But yeah, look at it and all of its beauty. This is such a beautiful cake. I'm telling you. And it came out delicious. Oh, this cake is so good. So the big cake I'm giving away. However, this small loaf cake, yes, it is staying with moi. I'm going to go ahead and cut a piece of this and see how it tastes. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed my video. If you like what you see, please consider subscribing, hit that notification bell, and hey, share these recipes with your loved ones, family, and friends. And don't forget to check my channel again for upcoming videos. Thank you. Take care.